We had talked about owning a business, man, since we was little, and then having a family background of father for us and being around people who had owned businesses. Said, hey, we can do the same thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And we always had a mentality as well that we did not want to be, as what we called when we first started, a 40-hour-a-week work.
Oh wow. Yeah, I can relate on that.
Yes. Yeah. We didn't have that idea.
Okay.
We knew that idea was important because we also watched others in front of us taking care of their business, taking care of us, needing to work. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that everything was in place for you.
Yeah.
But we saw something a little bit more different for us as a child.
Wow.
Yes.
And so just to piggyback on what you said, you saw something different. What did you see different for y'all?
That when you put your mind to anything that you want and you keep saying it over and over again, it has the possibility of being able to happen.
Wow. I see that. I feel that. Okay. And then for you, Cousin Kevin, what first inspired you to start the business with Keith?
I would say kind of honestly the same. I remember, man, like my brother said, even as children, we talked about owning a business together. To put a little bit more onto it, man, we had some different ideas.
Yeah.
Me and him talked about opening up a trash company.
Oh, wow.
We looked at how the city only went so far as to, some people get free trash delivery on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, where they'll come and pick up your trash. You just make sure the trash can is out on the corner at that right time. We looked into that. We looked into a restaurant. We really looked at these ideas. We looked into a jazz joint.
Oh, wow.
We say a jazz joint. For those that don't know, we're big, like poetry lovers, jazz, reggae.
Oh, wow.
A lounge where people could kind of come and sit and talk and vibe. I mean, when I tell you about these ideas, they weren't just like ideas thrown on the table. We spoke to people. We went and looked at spaces. We looked at trash can rentals, and these were real ideas.
Wow.
Because all we knew was we wanted to own something together. As he alluded, our father has owned his own business for like 40 plus years. So we grew up. I remember being 6, 7 years old, working in some of Pop's buildings, turning up.
Yeah.
We always was around it.
Yeah.
So at some point, we really had the spirit and we want something. And I would say that's the true beginning. Being little boys around our mother and father and being a part of this spirit of entrepreneurship that we always knew. Man, at some point, we'll own something together someday.
Oh, wow.
And I'm gonna be a little funny. I have to, because it's funny that he said that real quick. I know we got other questions.
Yeah.
I remember when I was 12 years old, and this is when I think now, when just hearing my brother say that, having an experience of understanding work one, because we did what he said. We started early. My dad showed us, my mother showed us that you had to work. So my dad always business or being of a clean position of cleaning bathrooms. That bothered me, and I still remember at my age now, being 12 years old, that I was determined that I would not do something in that nature.
Oh, wow.
Because of what my mental or that experience gave me. I did not like that.
So that pushed the drive in you.
That put a drive in me. That put an idea in me. And I would say from that point on, yes, that idea grew. Know that I don't want to be like that. Not saying they brought you to me. Now that I realize at this age, all the way back then, to want me to be in the position that I'm in today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That is awesome. I love what I'm hearing. And just to follow up with what y'all was saying, every great business, it starts with a why. So what specific problem were y'all trying to solve when you first launched your company?
So I'll take this one first if my brother don't mind. Always so the funny part about the business that we've been blessed to own today. So going all the way back to the 5th grade, it was a trip when we got to own this business, because to answer that question, it was what it was in 5th grade.
Wow.
I just wanted to help somebody. Man, that was the whole point of what we was trying to solve, to help people. Okay. Everybody doesn't have the mental capacity or the physical capability to take care of themselves. So all we were really trying to do is have a business that could help people. Wow. We talked about so many different ideas, but the realization, it came down to us being able to find a business that really was like a ministry. Wow. Because to go into people's homes and to help mentally disabled individuals, physically disabled individuals, elderly. I tell people all the time, all I really want people to say about me personally is, man, he did a decent job. Yeah. He changed some people's lives. I tell people all the time, there's nothing against a burger flipper, a fry bagger, a grocery store person. Yeah. Man, listen, man, I need that. I when I come in and order certain things, when I go to the grocery stores, that's not like no joke. Yeah. Everybody, man, there's a body. And in that body, everybody has to play their part. If you've ever been a part of sports, man, ain't no one person better or bigger than the team. Because if that place kicker doesn't hold that ball right, the kicker never gets a chance to kick that ball and hit that field goal or that extra point. That's so true. To hold that ball when it snaps is just as important as that man understanding how to kick the ball. Wow. So all we ever really wanted to do was find our place in helping people.
Wow. That's amazing. That's an amazing perspective, where y'all saying y'all wanted to solve, that gap of helping people that can't help themselves. So now I'm curious, were you always someone or somebody who saw yourself becoming an entrepreneur, or did this kind of happen like unexpectedly for y'all?
I would say no, man. I think when you become an entrepreneur, or you begin to own something, it's already inside of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You begin to see, certain areas as, again, life goes on, time goes on, where you was in a position of ownership. Oh, you was in position of leadership, because those are qualities or characteristics that people have. So what happened with us was, I would say my brother always had a leader mindset anyway, or a mature mindset anyway, or a willingness to say, man, you know what, I'm going to do this on my own. You know what I'm saying? I can take care of myself attitude.
Right.
And I would say same for myself. When I look back in areas, I was put in an area where I had to lead. I'm the older brother, you know what I'm saying, in that sense, you know. So having those characteristics or those attributes, all it did was, once we understood how life works, that you have to get out here and work.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
We made a standard for ourselves and said, this is the way we want to work, with the attributes and the attitude and the characteristics that was already in us. We just brought it to there's no place like home. We combine each other's gifts, talents, strong points. Where he's weak, I'm strong, or where I'm weak, he's strong within the role of entrepreneurship or leadership. We said we would combine that to make it one, and that's why you have what you have today. There's no place like home.
Wow, I love that. I love the concept, and I love the name. There's no place like home. Too. What? Like, how did that start? Like, what started that passion to create something? Even the title of y'all's business, There's No Place Like Home. What inspired that?
So, There's No Place Like Home was a title that I presented as the thought came. I presented to my brother. Where it sparked my mind was when we first got into opening up the company. The first, we've been dealing with developmentally disabled for about 5, maybe a little over 5 years now.
Oh, wow.
We've been close to 6.
It might be 6.
Might be 6. We've been open for 13 years.
Wow.
So that is correct.
It'd be 6
October this month.
Wow.
We got our first mentally disabled individual. And he would be upset if we didn't shout him out. Shout out to Brother Raymond, Captain Raymond. He was our first mentally disabled individual. We started that program October 6 years ago. Before that, but we've been open 13 years total as of this past June.
Wow.
We got started dealing with the elderly. This is what I've been doing work-wise coming right out of high school. I turned 18. I graduated from high school, and I went into this field with another agency. My brother had been doing it before I even come out of high school, working with different agencies, taking care of elderly and mentally disabled individuals.
Wow.
Long story short, when we decided this was the path that we were going to take, no more looking at jazz joints, no more looking at trash can rentals, no more looking at, for the moment anyway, because some of these ideas we still kind of got in the back of our mind, like, hey, if the Most High allows us to continue down the road that we need to, if There's No Place Like Home or TNPLH, we would like to bring some of these ideas back. But I knew we would be dealing with elderly. So the baby boomers, the elderly generation, one of the top movies was The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy clicking those heels. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. So what's funny is I presented the name to different individuals as we were getting our wheels turning.
Wow.
And they said, nah, the name is too long. Nah, I don't think that'll work. But in my heart, I would keep telling my brother, nah, I think we stay with it. I think we stay with it. And as I'm sitting here telling you the truth, we got cases based on the name. People told us it would be a list of agencies. When you get into a certain program, and no one can say, hey, you need to call There's No Place Like Home, or you need to call Angels for Us, or just hypothetically speaking. But some of the elderly patients that we got years ago said, you know why I chose y'all? And I would say no. As we came out and did our assessment, they would say, because I looked at it, and when I seen it, it reminded me of, and I would laugh and say, that's exactly what we was trying to do. Take your mind back to a time where everything was good. Everything was different.
I feel that.
Because we know now this is a different type of situation to sit and need someone to come into your home and take care of you. So we don't want it to be all so doom and gloom.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to be able to look at it and kind of smile and start the process differently.
Wow, that is awesome. And so, well, at what point did things start like to click for y'all? Was there like an aha moment when y'all realized this idea could actually become a profitable business?
You know what? I would say yes and no.
Oh,
okay. The reason why I would say yes and no, because I knew already because of how things were going for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, in the beginning. And the way that the transition came when my brother brought the idea and we started and we was working it out, getting together, using our wives to help, you know, at a point in time, so forth and so on. I knew.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
So when the aha moment came, it was the aha that said, I told you.
Wow.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
So I knew already. Once we started to do work. So we just had to walk perfect.
Wow.
And as walking through it, as things kept transpiring and happening, and like he gave part stories of situations, because we have a lot of them. In 13 years, we have a lot of them.
Yeah, I bet.
But what he shared with you, we knew. And as we kept walking, the aha moment we're talking about was, I told you. Wow. That's why you was telling me I knew.
Yeah.
I told you because what we saw, it started happening. The ideas and thoughts that we had about how we was going to do it, the four of us in here, it manifested.
Wow.
So we saw what our words and what our thoughts and what we knew and believed could be if we locked in and focused and was consistent.
Wow, I love that. Man, that is so awesome. I love that. And so let me see. Well, just to go to another topic, let's talk about the journey a bit, because we know it's never a straight line to success. You know, people go up and down, left and right, everywhere, all over the place, in between. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced in those early stages of building your business?
Oh man. So one thing I'll start here with that question, I try not to be as long-winded with this one, but one thing our father told us is you can't be afraid of the word no.
Yeah.
Having people around you that have a likening or a kindred spirit, and that has knowledge and understanding of what you are getting into or the field of life that you are stepping into is a huge win-win if you are blessed to have it.
Wow.
One thing he said was, do not be afraid. You will get 100 no's when you get the first yes. So a lot of the challenges was a lot of people told us that they would do a lot of things for us in the beginning. They said, yeah, if you come down next Tuesday, man, I'm gonna let you meet DOE, director of nursing, in a facility. Because what we did in the beginning was me and my brother worked for another agency or agencies, plural. While we got There's No Place Like Home Going. We would work first and third, sometimes second and third. But our main shift was third shift overnight, 11 to 7.
Wow.
After we went to work at 11 and got off at 7:30, depending on when relief staff came in, we would then have our clothes already prepared. and we would change into khakis. And like we got our company shirts a little bit. There's no place like home shirts now. We would, at the time, we didn't have our own shirts and logos. We would just put on a 3 button down polo, some khakis, and get into our shoes. And with that, we would go to different facilities, and we would tell them, man, if y'all will allow us a space, man, we bringing in donuts, bagels, whatever breakfast, fruit baskets that y'all want. We just want 30 minutes to 45. We don't even need an hour. Let us just talk about what There's No Place Like Home can present. So in this journey, the biggest challenges was people would tell us, yeah, you know what, leave your card. I'm gonna get with Denise. She's the DON, director of nursing, because that's really who you want to talk to. If you got to the director of nursing, she's gonna bring you in, and the nurses and other people that go out into the community, they can begin to help you and put out There's No Place Like Home in some of these other facilities that we were going into. Because every facility ain't a nursing home. You got assisted living, and in assisted living, you can still have your own caregiver or CNA or someone to come in and help. So again, the biggest challenges was people saying that they're going to do something for you, and it never came about. But in business, if you allow that to stop you, then you will honestly sometimes never even get going.
Wow, that's deep right there. Wow, I've never thought of it like that. Wow, that's amazing. So we've all had, those this might not work moments. Was there ever a time you almost gave up, or you all almost gave up, and what kept you all going?
I would say no, we never had a mindset of giving up.
Wow.
For us, failure is not an option, but we know failure is there. But it's not an option.
It's not an option. Wow.
So just to expound on that a little bit more, failure, if something doesn't go through or something doesn't work, it's a learning lesson for something later that's going to happen.
Wow.
Usually that's what happens here again, to just keep it real. But no, I would say, man, failure is it's not an option.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We believe once you touch something, man, you got to see that thing through. You know what I'm saying? And we have that mentality.
I know it.
Hook a crook, as they say. Hook a crook.
Or finish what you started.
Finish what you started. Finish what you started.
I like to add one thing to that. Give another shout out. Shout out to first to, as we said, our father, who has owned business for over 20 years.
Most definitely,
Mr. Nathaniel Crockett. Man, have learned a lot and is still learning a lot.
Wow.
To have somebody in your corner that has been running a business, and it ain't got to be your business, but just to be in business for 40 plus years. And if you hear his story, the ups and downs, it don't even sometimes make sense how he's still in business 40 years. But that's another whole different,
we got to get him
JoJo podcast, a whole different, day and time. But first shout outs to him. Next shout out I'd like to make is to a Mr. Jackie Murphy.
Okay.
Mr. Jackie Murphy and our father, Nathaniel Crockett, are real good friends.
Wow.
And Mr. Murphy, I grew up with his son. We real good friends. Grew up since we were 5-6 years old.
Oh wow.
Ran a business, a car lot, off of Murfreesboro Road.
Okay.
And the reason why I bring him up with this question that you asked is because, as my brother said, there isn't a time that we even thinking about giving up.
Wow.
All right. Wow. Business is just like this. Owning a business is just like going to work. Both of them are going to have challenges. If you go to work 9 to 5 and have to work overtime sometime on Saturday and Sunday, there are challenges with that. The same way it's going to be challenges with business. The question is, since we understand that there's going to be challenges, period, which one would you rather take your challenges with?
Right.
Because I got a challenge whether I go to work for the man or whether I run the business with my brother, our wives. questions with the rest of the team. We got challenges anyway. The question is, which challenge is going to be more profitable in the end?
Right.
Profitable not always meaning money. Because I tell people all the time, to be able to go to a award ceremony at 1 in the afternoon or 11:30 in the morning, and I ain't gotta say nothing but, hey, bro, remember next Tuesday, man, she getting an award, my son getting an award, whatever's going on, man, I got you, man. You know, hey, you won't be here till 12:30, or you gonna leave at 11 and get the that challenge. I absolutely love outside of just the profit of what's going on, but Mr. Murphy and our father always told us, at the end of the day, just keep the doors open. There are going to be struggle times. There's going to be hard times. See, people only see you when you're shining. They only want to see you if you got a new pair of shoes on, or maybe you got a new necklace or a new car. You know, they making it. But what you always got to remember in life, period, is everything ain't always what it seems.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's always something behind the scenes that people really don't know about, but they'll be quick to say, I want his life or I want her life, but that is not always what it seems. So sometimes we are in the mode of, man, we got to keep the doors open. But then sometimes the door is so wide open that we thankful that door is wide open. But at times, man, it's business. It's up and down. Just like life.
So I want to touch on something. You had said you're either going to do it working for another person or do it for yourself. What would you say the difference is? Is there even a difference?
Big time.
There. Oh, okay.
Big time. Okay. I'm on first. See if my brother want to jump in first, because I've been talking a moment. Or
no. Well, the difference is within itself, the responsibility and accountability that you put on yourself as an owner.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. If something goes wrong, it is gonna be you.
It's on you
first. And then delegating how your system of your company is ran, then it goes to everybody else.
Wow.
So that's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? The other part of it is, like Kevin was explaining, is the sacrifices may be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
Than someone just possibly, clocking in because they already have that, that put in place where they have to go in, clock in, do what they have to do.
Right.
So when we say sacrifice, like he said, you working at 11 to 7, and then you coming in to try to make sure your business is good. You know what I'm saying? So you might be up 24 hours hypothetically.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That might be the difference. Within a business, when you're owning something in entrepreneurship, you may have to wear many hats starting off.
Wow.
You may be this, you may be that. You may have to go over here to make sure this is good over here until you get somebody that can handle it over there. Where again, when you're clocking in, it's already set for you to get your daily bread or your earnings for the day, or your wages for the next 2 weeks. In entrepreneurship, you're at times when you first begin, you're trying to find a way to begin your wages getting started.
Right.
To be able to set the foundation, to have that aha moment that you was talking about, and willing to have. You're working through all those things instead of saying, again, when I clock in Monday through Friday, I know that money should be there whenever the payment is supposed to be there.
Right.
So that's some of the differences that you have when you working for someone instead of I'm owning my own thing.
Right.
And of course, there's a lot more to it, good and bad. But that's the foundation, I think, of it when you first say, do I want to work for someone or am I wanting to be the employer?
Right, most definitely. Well, you had mentioned the money thing and the finances. I know, like, when you're setting a foundation for a business, everything's not going to be smooth and everything's not going to go the way that you want it to go. So, like, how do you navigate that, and especially like for funding? Because I know funding is such like a huge piece for any startup story. How did you handle like financing in the beginning? Like, were you bootstrapped, like tied very tight? Did you have investors, or did you go the creative route with your resources that you have already?
definitely not the normal route to get There's No Place Like Home started. What was funny was, well, I can say not was, but still is, we There's No Place Like Home. We don't have any investors. We never had investors. We didn't go take a loan. The interesting story about how There's No Place Like Home got started is me and my brother worked our tail off to produce the money that was needed. And by the grace of the Most High, through the blood of the Messiah, as he said, it was always, it wasn't an aha moment like that. It was an aha moment of, I told you, if you do A, B, and C, this was the fruit that it was to produce.
Wow.
So the story goes as simple as this.
Yeah.
We knew we needed a certain amount of money. So we would say, so for example, to get business cards and to get our brochures going, we needed $1,500. Wow. That was $750 a family. Meaning me and my brother.
Yeah.
We would work overtime. Our bills were still this much. So we had multiple jobs. We would call the agencies and say, you got any overtime this week?
Yeah.
Or if you had that side job, you like, hey, I can work an extra 10 hours. Yeah. So you're going to be tired this week. But we did what we needed to do to make the payment. Yeah. So when it was time to get those business cards and to get those brochures, he came.
Wow.
He didn't fall short. He had his $750. I had my $750. When it was time to pay the amount that it took to get the licenses on the walls that we have here displayed on the wall, man, if it was $1,000, that's 5 and 5. We ready. We got this going. Now it's time to get our licenses. All our paperwork is together. Man, this license is gonna cost $875. So we split that down the middle. We worked that overtime. We said we got a month. Man, we both showed up and we had that money at the time we had it. Throughout this time, even down to as we got started in certain programs, man, we left our homes for 4 months. Well, man, his brother would switch. One day he worked 16 hours, I worked 8 hours. The next day I would work 16 hours, he would work 8 hours to get back home to his family for 4 months, because we knew we didn't have the funding to hire anybody right out of the gate. So we had to work these cases ourselves once we got our first 24-hour around-the-clock patient. Which, man, he left. I won't be at the end of the night. I'm the third. Then 4 months, and it's enough finances. You know, we still have work 16. Now I can work 8, you can work 8. You might take first shift, I might take third, and we'll flip. We have somebody that we can hire for second shift 7 days a week.
Wow.
To that point, it's not taking any, not taking again. Man, appreciate the nth degree.
Yeah.
And then again,
back to the time also that we had when we started, how wives put their time in with when I'm more and more I sit back and I'm listening and I was realizing, man, they have an awesome skill set within this business that really helped us, and that also took pressure off of us.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It helped us not have to worry about saying, hey, we got to put more money here, so this might be 400 over here. Now we got to come together again, bro, and put 200 next time, so forth and so on, so we can get this, because of their skill set of understanding business, the organizational skills. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the ideas of how the company must formulate itself to become what it is today. Man, they understood that, and they put us in a position where, as we are today, with me and my brother's mindset of us all working together, man, I just look back on it now on the starting point of that, that helped us.
They did.
And those things right there, again, when you talk about money, I repeat, it helps.
It does.
It helped us.
And
it allowed us to get those 24 to 7 days a week cases. It helped us to be able, what bro was saying when he said we had to go in there sometimes 16 hours and 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? They were still behind the scenes saying, hey, look, I got you here, in the sense of making sure that the office is running.
It couldn't miss a beat.
It couldn't miss a beat.
And it didn't miss a beat.
So we had those parts that you needed to be able to say, you know what, now we don't have to bring some in right now and have the money go there. We can still balance There's No Place Like Home in a manner that we need to, so we can get to that next level of what we was trying to do.
Right.
And then when I look back, There's No Place Like Home started from $0.
Wow.
We didn't have no money to start this.
Wow.
All we had was faith, belief, consistency, direction, which is very important, and the willingness not to give up.
Wow.
Sacrifice. We sacrificed a lot, took chances, took calculated, valuable chances to say, if this doesn't work, we'll still be okay. It's gonna still stay open.
Wow. I love it. To piggyback again from what you said direction. How did y'all find the direction, like which way to go, which way not to go? Like, was that easy?
No, that wasn't hard at all.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't hard because, again, if you remember earlier, I said I came right out of high school. This was one of my first jobs. Might have been my first job out of high school. And if it wasn't, it was top 2 or 3. It was fresh out of high school.
Wow.
And doing this for the years that I did, getting in management positions and learning how to do some things in the office, working for other companies, when it was our time to lead the direction. Because if you understand what I'm saying, I've always been in a direction. He's always been in the direction.
Right.
When you working with these members and you taking them to doctor's appointments, you learning how to fill out doctor visit notes so you can bring them back to the office, because the office can't do everything. When they got 40 members or 10 members or 20 members, they don't know when John's next visit is unless the caregiver or the CNA brings the paperwork and everything works. That goes back to the body that I was talking about. Just because you hold it, don't mean you less than the running back or a quarterback. The game comes out this last. You fumbled that hold,
that is true.
And we can't even win the game off of the hold. Everybody got to play their part.
Wow.
So again, the direction was never hard. The difference was we were put into the position where we can lead the direction. We've always been in the direction. The difference was now we ain't got to listen to that person say you got to go left. Then after you make that left, go up 2 miles and make a right.
Yeah.
No, sir. I need you to go 5 miles northeast.
Yeah.
Go left.
Yeah.
Then go right.
Yeah.
That's us now giving the direction from the beginning.
Wow. Wow.
And real quick to add on to the direction, you know, we knew and we have always had a vibe to be able to help people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of our gifts and talents.
Yeah.
You know, we're quick on the draw to be able to solve problems, like he said.
Yeah.
We're quick on the draw. Now, children may, you know, find this, you know, fun and be like, you know, Dad, you know, that vibe, you know, but we're quick with our mouths to say, no, let's do this.
Yeah.
And that has worked for us.
Wow.
You know, I was in high school. Direction again.
Yeah.
Peer tutor. I know my brother remember this because I think I came home, if I remember, telling him like I do not want to do keyboard. My senior year. So they say you go to peer tutoring. Peer tutoring is where you take care of the environments that we take care of. Right now, I was, like he said, I'm taking care of them in high school.
Wow. Okay.
So it was just that transition when I graduated high school, college, that it led me there, right? What's funny is, and bro, keep talking, I was going to open up a boys and girls home with 2 young women that I was working with in a call center, because that was my first job coming out of high school.
Right.
Wow.
It didn't work out. But again, I knew that, man, I want to help people. And give to people an opportunity that they can't see that they could be special, good. You can live however you and let me show you. We always wanted to be show your value.
Wow. That's awesome, man. Yeah.
So that direction in that, it was always there. It was important to us to show others.
So wow.
What's your value? Why are you important?
So that direction was already there for y'all.
It was already built in us.
That is awesome. And the values, like you said, was there as your foundation.
It was
for the direction.
Give a shout out to our mother in that one, because she instilled that thought process in us, as well as, like he was saying, our father.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Wow. Very hardworking woman, very focused woman, was same thing. Saw the value in her sons, and made sure that we was able to have the things that we needed to be able to keep this going.
Wow.
Because she instilled that in us.
Wow.
So we always want, and still doing that.
Wow.
So it showed us again within all what we saying, man, we wanted to be able to give back to people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That what we was taught and what we see in ourselves, let us show you what that may look like for you.
Okay. Yeah.
So we had that direction. That was part of our thought process and direction of, you know what, we entrepreneurship.
This is good, y'all. I love it. So just a bit before we wrap it up, I want to keep up to just finally just looking back at your journey. If you're before starting the
don't give up. Because, you know, again, no one said that we don't have peace. No questions that you give up. I'm not giving up, but I do have that spirit is still real at times where, man, we've had things that come down the pipe in here. It's like, man, you know, if I was just a regular 40-hour week worker, I don't have to deal with this, or I don't have to take this home after. But because I did ask for this, because he asked for this, you just keep in mind the good comes the bad. You know, it's easier said than done, but when you're in the midst of it,
right,
man, sometimes that bad is a little bit rough.
Yeah.
So me looking at my younger self, there's gonna be good things, there's gonna be bad things. To the pot.
Wow.
How you got the soup.
Yeah.
I tell everybody all the time, you really don't understand outside unless you understand inside. You don't understand up unless you know what down is.
That's true.
You don't understand good without bad. Life is a balance.
Yeah.
And it's those that know how to handle the balance that will get the furthest in life. That's one thing I tell my children all the time. Those that can pivot are the ones that's going to be the dangerous ones in life in a good way. When something bad comes, you can't go into the corner and just sit there. You got to be able to pivot and make lemonade out of lemons, as they say. So, again, I would tell my younger self, man, be ready for the bad days because it can't always be good. But if you can stay level-headed with the bad days, the same as you do with the good days, I'm here to tell you everything gonna be all right.
I believe that. Yeah, I love that statement.
That's what I would say.
That's a great statement. And what about you?
For my brother?
Hey, I think my brother said a lot right there.
He did.
So I'm just gonna give one word from what he said, because that was, man, a very great breakdown and understanding of younger self. And from what he said, I would say appreciate everything.
Okay. Yeah.
Just appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, respect it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And keep on moving.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Thank you. That's insight from both of you. I think y'all that was also powerful. Our listeners will take some of this conversation. I hope that y'all have learned a lot, and the listeners have learned a lot, and we'll take it from there, and hopefully we'll be able to have your father on maybe one time too. And, and we can share some more knowledge and wisdom. But thank you guys for joining the podcast session here in the live stream. I hope everyone has a good day, and we're out.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.